Right, I'm recording. So I'll say that again. Congratulations, everyone, for joining this meeting and being interested in the 2021 Hands Up Project Lockdown Theatre Competition. I'm just going to shut my window because they've got some very noisy seagulls outside. So this session, I think it's going to be about half an hour, maybe an hour long. And what we're going to do is the purpose of this session is to show you a couple of plays, a couple of really good lockdown plays, and get you to think about what are the features of these lockdown plays. And then also we're going to look at a play and look at how we could convert it to lockdown theatre. And we're also going to try to make some connections between people in different countries. So I'm just going to share a screen really quickly with you. And this is the screen that I'd like you to see. This is our website, the Hands Up Project website. And if you go onto the blog there, you'll see that there is a post called the 2021 International Lockdown Theatre Competition. So please have a look at that, because that's got all of the rules for the competition, all of the clear rules for the competition, everything you need to know in order to enter the competition. Please have a look at that. We know that some people already might have a connection in another country, but some people might not. So we've set up a Facebook group, which is called Lockdown Theatre Link Up Group. We'll be inviting you to join, or please find that. If maybe Raja or Sarah, you could put the link in the chat for that group. Please ask to join that group. It's a private group. And it's for you to find a partner in another country. So you might choose a play that you'd like to do, and you might find somebody in another country who'd like to work on that play with you. So very quickly, the rules are like this. There needs to be it's open to young people between the ages of 11 to 15, anywhere in the world. There needs to be a minimum of 2 people in Palestine acting in the play. And there needs to be a minimum of 2 people in another country acting in the play. And a maximum of 5 people in the play altogether. You need to send us a video of your play. It needs to be a maximum of 8 minutes long, and it needs to be performed through Zoom. And you need to send us the video of it by the 31st of December, 2021. So you've got quite a long time in order to prepare that. There's going to be other sessions helping you to prepare for these sessions. And it's great that Terry is here in Argentina, because Terry is just wave, Terry, brilliant. Terry is going to be doing some of the sessions, and I'm going to be doing other sessions as well. So there's going to be lots and lots of opportunities to participate and to get support and to get help and to find partners in other countries. I want to say something that's really, really important. This is a competition, but it's also an opportunity to make connections and to learn. And everyone who's participated in this competition before has said what a wonderful opportunity it is for your young people that you work with to meet young people in another country and to learn through the experience of creating a play. Creating and performing a play is, without a shadow of a doubt, in my mind, the best way of developing your students' language that I can think of. So please, you know, one thing is entering the competition, but another thing is just this wonderful, rich learning experience that you're going to give to your students by participating in this play. Fantastic. So I'm going to start by showing you a play. And I'd like you to think about this question when you're watching this play. This is a play called See Something, Say Something. And I'd like you to, it was created by Amal Mujeres students in Gaza. And it's a beautiful piece of lockdown theatre. What I'd like you to do is write in the chat a comment about what you think makes this a beautiful piece of lockdown theatre. What makes this a beautiful piece of lockdown theatre? So just write your comments in the chat. Fantastic. Right, so without further ado, I will try and find the video. If you could please mute yourselves. Fantastic. Here we go.
You are a loser. You are a loser.
You are a loser. You are a loser.
Go.
That's where our story begins. It starts from school. I will give no names because names are not important. What matters most is what we do.
You are a loser. You are a loser.
You are a loser. You are a loser.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I'm not.
Yes, she stuttered.
Why do you come to school? No one wants you.
Nobody likes you. Why are you even alive?
You know what? Do everyone a favor and kill yourself.
When they happy now?
You look like a potato.
Yes, you look like a potato.
Freak.
No, stop. I can't bear it anymore. Hey, what's wrong with you?
None of your business.
Are you happy with what you are doing?
That's your business.
Are you sick? What's funny about bullying? What's funny about seeing someone suffering? Do you know that each day many students miss school for being bullied? Do you know that bullying is one of the reasons why teenagers kill themselves? Imagine this happens to your sister or to your brother. How does it feel? Now leave.
See you later.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I'm fine. Leave me alone. Fine is another word for help me. Leave me alone means show me care enough to stay.
I'm sorry. I didn't take a stand from the beginning. You too. Take a stand. Do you know what? Bullying is not only about hurting people. Countries can also bully each other. Always be a bystander, not bystander.
Okay, brilliant. So let's have a look at the chat. Where is the chat? Let me just see where the chat is. I can't see the chat. That's strange. There it is, chat. Brilliant. Really. Okay, so let's have a look. And I'm particularly interested in knowing what are the kind of particular things about lockdown theatre. So let's see what people have said. The message and the moral are the priority for our kids. Okay, so tone of voice, it's very clear. Tone of voice is very good. Yeah. The message to understand others and treat them as ourselves. So there's an important message in there. The acting is brilliant. Yeah, very good acting, isn't it? Very believable acting. And the ending is very creative with the shirts, the T-shirts, with the writing on it. And something very beautiful about seeing all of those shirts with the same writing on them all. Okay, yeah, good. Eye contact, lots of eye contact, looking at the camera, really close up to the camera. The music is very touching, says Amanpreet from India. The background is very nice. The background is very clear. There's no mess in the background or clutter. It's just a plain white background, which makes it very easy to focus on the acting. The music is very good, very soft music in the background, which doesn't interfere with it. Very good performance, eye contact. Faces are filling the screen, says Haneen. Yeah, really important. Really important that your face is right up there in the screen. Very slow and expressive use of language. People aren't speaking too quickly. People aren't rushing their lines, and they're saying them in a very clear and expressive way. Brilliant acting. Okay, so this is interesting as well, that Haneen's saying the natural way of turning the cameras on and off. So it's very nice in that play. Sometimes we have one camera on screen, sometimes 4, sometimes 2, and we keep changing that, and that makes it interesting to watch. So one way of entering the stage is by turning on your camera and leaving the stage by turning off your camera. Terry says, very interesting, the technique of using the pointing finger. Yeah. That's a really, really interesting technique, just pointing your finger at the audience, not the audience, just showing your finger So it can just be seen like that. Very powerful. And that made a very powerful to the beginning to the play. You're making the audience think, what's going to happen? What is this? Just a hand. I think if we can make the audience intrigued, we can make them think, what's going on? Very creative end to the play. Yeah. Easy to understand the language, right volume of the music, not too loud and not too quiet. And Samir says, variety of tone of voice. So people aren't speaking in a very flat way. They're using their voices to create emotion, and that makes it very interesting to watch. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so same question now, and I'm going to show you another play, and this play is slightly different, and it shows some other features of remote theatre. So try and, as you watch this play, can I ask you to think about the same thing again? What is it about this play which makes it beautiful? And particularly think about the qualities of remote theatre or lockdown theatre. What is it about this play that makes it very powerful and very interesting to watch? So, just give me a sec. So this play is called Oh My Home, and it's performed by two students, just two students, this one. So one student is on camera and the other student isn't. And it's Haneen Jadala's students, also from Gaza City. Okay.
I am that part of nature that always giving you peace of mind. You can sit near my beaches and look at the sun when it lies. I have this pearl blue color mixing with the sky, and I have always been a symbol of love and the source of life. But now, shall I be a source of death for this man, his child and wife, his child and wife, and the baby sank, yet I can hear what her soul wants to tell me. Her soul wants to tell me that one day, once upon a dark night, I was feeling warm in the lap of my mom, and she was singing, "Twinkle, twinkle, little stars, how I wonder what you are." Till my dad came. He was so angry and so tired of life. So he said, "How hard it is! How awful life is! It's hurting like a knife. I can bring you nothing. We should leave this tiny piece of land." Where? Where? Let's get on a boat to a land where we can taste a sweet flavor of life. But no place is like home. No place is like home. At home, you may feel pain, but one day, a lot will be gained. Come on, dear. Come on. Prepare our luggage and don't forget the baby's coat. Don't forget the baby's coat. So they get into a boat to a land seeking for a better life. And now I hug them all. I try to hug their pale faces and shining eyes, but I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't strong enough in front of a thunderstorm. I try to
I'm just
be
going to
warm.
skip forward a little bit
If
because I
you
just
feel
want to.
sad and alone, and if you think you are completely thrown, remember that no place is like a home. At home, you will always have a heart that will never beat if you are apart.
Oh my home, oh my home. Glory and beauty, grace and majesty are in your hills, in your hills. Life and belief, safety and relief are in your love, in your love. Oh my home, oh my home.
Okay, I'm going to just come out of that for a second. Sorry, I just wanted to just share with you a little bit of the features. So let's just see. I wanted to just quickly show you some of the things. So what other ideas have we got? So we've got easy to attract audience by the showing finger. I think that's relating to the other play. Yeah, using the green screen is very effective as the girl who's talking as the sea, and actually using the green screen on her body. So using the green screen as the hijab and as her dress is very powerful. Using the puppets, very effective use of puppets. And it's interesting how Noor uses the puppets, but she uses her voice. So we see the character twice. We see the character in the puppet and we see the character in the face of the person who's acting. Very beautiful use of music. Personification of the sea is incredible. And the image surrounding Noor's face is very beautiful. Yeah. Passion in her voice. Yeah, very, very passionate voice. One other feature as well, which we haven't mentioned, is how there's a voice which we can't see. And that can be a very powerful thing to do in remote theatre, in lockdown theatre. We don't necessarily have to see the people who are speaking. So we could have voices, we call it voices off. We can have the voice of somebody speaking and see somebody on stage. And that can be very powerful, can really stimulate the imagination. Okay, as if they were thoughts. Exactly, Terry, yes, brilliant. All right, I'm just going to show you one more play. And this is an international play. And that's partly why I want to show it to you. It's a play created for last year's competition by students in, let me get this right, Argentina, Romania, Gaza, and Spain. And we've got Terry in the room, is one of the teachers who participated in this play. I don't know if Laura's here or Hannah is here as well, possibly. I just want to show you a little bit of this play, and please make a note of any other features that you notice about this play in the chat again. Where's it gone now? Okay, so this play is called Live Your Life, and it was an entry for last year's competition. And I think I'll just show you bits of it. I'll show you the beginning and then I'll.
Life is sweet. I have lived my life in every single detail. Though I'm getting older, I'm still strong enough to go on. I still have my teeth, healthy. Here's my son and his wife. They are always complaining.
Come on, Abu Mahmoud, hurry up. Listen, Abu Mahmoud. I am worried about our daughter's future. I want the years to pass fast. This year, I want them to get married. And this year, I want them to have babies. And in this year, I feel relieved and free from responsibilities.
That's true, dear. Girls are a heavy burden. What shall we do?
That's nonsense. Let the girls live their lives normally.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hi, sweetie. Have you finished your book?
Sure. It's wonderful, Grandpa. Oh, how much I love books. It's my favorite. Imagine, Grandpa, I dream of the day in which I get the first rank in the reading competition. All social media will talk about me. I will be very famous.
That's great, Dina. I hope you'll do it one day. But I have a different dream. I like making clothes and design.
I'm just going to
I want
skip
to be
forward to the end of the play now. Okay, brilliant. So, great. Now, I would like to just do something now. So any other comments about that play? Anything different that you noticed in there that made that play a beautiful piece of lockdown theatre? Let's have a look. Yeah, different camera positions. Very interesting. The way that they showed the two daughters doing the different activities. So with remote theatre, we don't have to have the camera, you know, face on like that. We could have the camera from above or below or on the floor or anywhere you like, the camera could be. And we can also move the camera. We can move the camera in lockdown theatre. What else have we got? Passing things through the screen as well. Incredible. That's beautiful, isn't it? We can pick something up, we can pass it through the screen, and they can receive it even if they're thousands of miles away. They can receive that. That's fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, now just a quick summary then. Here are some of the features of lockdown theatre. And when you put your play in to the judges, this might be some of the things that the judges might be looking for in your lockdown theatre performance. Close-up facial acting and eye contact. Making eye contact by looking at the green light of the webcam. Interesting ways to enter and leave the stage. You could leave the stage like this and enter it like this, or you could leave it like that and enter it like that, or you could enter it in any way that you like. But you could also enter or leave the stage by using, by turning on or turning off your camera. Virtual background. I'm using a virtual background now, and maybe use your virtual background in interesting ways. You could, like Noor did in her play, you could become part of the virtual background, or the virtual background could become part of you. I'm just using a piece of green cloth behind me to make that work better. Close-ups of body parts and props. We can do a close-up of a prop. We could do a play that just has hands on the screen, or just fingers, or just eyes, or whatever you think is appropriate. Multiple views. So we could have one camera on screen, we could have two cameras or four. Usually it works better to have even numbers, or well, one is good, two is good, but four is better than three. If you've got four cameras on screen, it makes a nice square. If you've got three, it doesn't look so good. Also experiment with the technique of having voices off. So you could have someone on screen, but you could have a voice, which is maybe what they're thinking, or maybe another character speaking to them that you can't see. Brilliant. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, I've just realized no one can speak because I've muted everyone, but you should be able to now. You should be able to turn on your camera, your voices, should be able to unmute yourselves. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, work in breakout rooms, and I'm going to show you a play which isn't lockdown theatre. And I'd like you to work together to think about how you could convert this to lockdown theatre. And we'll try to make the breakout rooms mixed. So there are people from Palestine and people from other countries, and also people who are more experienced in lockdown theatre and less experienced, so we can learn from each other. Now, for the competition, you need to take a play from this book, which is called Welcome to Earth. And Raja will be putting in the chat where you can buy that book. It's only costs £5, about $7 to download the digital version of it. But for this activity, I want to take a play from this book. And this is a play called Nobody Can Destroy Your Dreams. So while you're watching the play, Raja, I think I can't, while I'm sharing a screen, I can't set up the breakout rooms, I think. Oh, it doesn't matter, I can do it after I finish, no worries.
Nick,
yeah.
I'm doing it now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. So maybe groups of about 4 or 5?
Yeah,
4?
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
got it.
All right, so as you're watching this play, it's called Nobody Can Destroy Your Dreams, created by Soha Islam's students in southern Gaza. Could you start to think about how could you re-perform this play as lockdown theatre? So that means with each student with individual webcams. How could you do it? And you'll have a chance after you've seen this to discuss in your groups what you might be able to do. All right? Okay, fantastic. So let me just find it. Here it is. Nobody Can Destroy Your Dreams. Let me just get rid of those. Well, I'll put it back to the beginning. Right.
Mom, what are you cooking? What is our lunch today? Dad, what are the news in your everyday newspaper? Omar, what are you doing? Our teacher told us a very happy news today.
A very happy news.
Yes, there is a school trip next week. We will visit the sea, the museum, the restaurant, and many interesting places.
Who told you that you will go with them?
But Dad...
No!
Mom!
No!
No! Everything is now in this house. It's my right to. No, it's my right. No.
Listen to you? Hey! Tell your daughter to realize that she is a girl. And in this house, we don't have a girl to go on trips or even talk.
All of this happened because of the schools. What they are teaching them there. Their rights. I didn't used to go out of my father's house even to school till your father came and married me.
Oh, you are very annoying. Omar, bring the robe.
No, I will not surrender. Even if they closed my mouth and tied my hands. I can. Yes, I can do something. I still have my feet to rise up and take away my rights by myself.
Where are you going? Do you think it's that easy to leave?
The right solution is to tie to your feet. Your place is here. Do you understand? Omar, bring the robe.
No, not again. Don't give up. Your name is Amal, and it means hope. So you must have hope. You must be strong, Amal. Even if there are restrictions that stand against your dreams and aspiration, you must fight to achieve them. Amal, stand up. Why are you weak? Stand up, Amal, and break your shackles.
You had wronged me, Alat, my family. I was the victim of an ignorant society that separated between a boy and girl. But with my will and determination, I succeeded in take away my rights.
You are right, Amal. I have sinned against Allah, my daughter. I was a very bad father. You are the half of society. Forgive me, my daughter.
My lovely daughter, I suffered when I was a girl child like you, but I wasn't strong as you. You are a heroine. Forgive me, my daughter.
Yes, my dear sister, they deceived us when they told us that the boy is better than the girl. But in reality, I am nothing without you.
A message for every girl. Don't surrender, you can do everything. She and he can complete each other. There is no difference between female and male. As they both have their rights and duties, we are equal, and hand in hand we can build our community.
Okay, brilliant. Fantastic. So are you ready to open the breakout rooms then?
Yep, I'll do it now, yeah?
Fantastic. So if we open the breakout rooms, we'll give you 5 or 10 minutes, introduce yourselves and talk about how you might be able to convert that play into lockdown theatre. Fantastic. I might just move a couple of, you got room 3 has got basically 3 experts in it. You're muted, Sarah. You're muted.
Yeah, do you want me to do it or are you going to do it?
I'll just move them somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe I'll. Oh, I don't want to move them now. They probably already started speaking. Sala 6.
Yeah, there's nobody in there. And some people haven't gone in, as you can see. Some people have. Who's not gone in, Nick? I'm just looking, hold on. Yeah, people are starting to go.
If you haven't joined the breakout room.
So Abid and Galaxy. We don't know who Galaxy is, and we've asked them to identify themselves several times.
Right.
I'm going to put them in the waiting room unless you have any problem with that, because we have no idea who that is.
Galaxy J7 Prime. Can we just know who you are, please?
They've gone into a waiting room now with Raja. Raja said she's going to sort it out.
Okay.
But honestly, I think if people have been asked twice to identify themselves and then don't, I think we should get rid of them. Okay. So we've just got Abid and Ruba here.
Is there any group that you think hasn't got an expert in it?
Oh, look, well, 2 people.
I'm going to move someone like
Move someone into Sala 1 because it's only Galaxy 7 has disappeared now. And they've only got, yeah. So if you moved Rinan in there.
Yeah.
Great. Who do you know who that one is? Who's called Ebtihal?
No.
I don't know who that is either. Okay. And maybe Amanpreet and Raja Rinan. I wonder if we should move someone from. No, I think we should probably leave it now. Fatan is from Tunisia. She could go into the group. She could. No, I don't know. Should we leave it now?
Yeah, let's just.
They can always get a chance to work with somebody later on. My face is bright red.
It's got 1 person in it.
Which one?
Group 1.
Has it? It shouldn't have.
I mean, I've only got 3 people in it.
Yeah.
Let's move somebody in there.
In a way, that's not too bad because I think Amanpreet probably needs a chance to get to know people. We could put someone else in there.
Okay.
Also,
yeah. We just go around the rooms.
Yeah. All right. Where are you going to go?
I'll start at 1, and you start at 6.
Okay. Except there's no one in 6, so I'll go into 4.
5 then. Oh, there's no 5 either.
There's no 5.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
What's the
Hiya.
Hi, Nick.
As I Hi,
We have
Nick.
experts with us here.
Sorry.
There is no one here except me, Renan, and Amanpreet from India.
Okay. Well, you can. That's enough.
I'm
people.
not expert. I need someone to help me.
Well, Renan's an expert.
You shouldn't put me with people in breakout rooms, Nick.
You shouldn't what?
I shouldn't be put in breakout rooms with, I mean, I can't help them. I'm not expert.
No, but Renan is here.
She just came in. She just joined.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
So
leave.
what's the other name? Sorry, Raja, from India. Who's from India?
Amanpreet.
Yeah, Amanpreet. I'm myself, Amanpreet from India.
Okay, welcome. So, have you seen the play?
Yes, I have seen it's too good. And usually I see many of the plays play before also.
Okay, so have a
I
think
think the
about how
play
you
is
could make it.
nice
a
and
document.
we can make it remotely. The first advantage I was discussing with Lausanne and Terry that we have 4 characters, so it could be 4 cameras on the screen. This is one advantage.
Yeah, so shall we repeat? Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Lovely to see you here.
Nice to see you too. Folks.
So, thank you. So we talked about the backgrounds, the passing things through the camera, looking at the other sides, or so they are not always looking at the camera. They can look at each other's. Passing things, what we said, dear.
So what
do
would you
remember,
pass in that?
Sarah?
Yes. Yes, like I mean the turning the light
Yes.
as I mean the non-verbal acting could be set just in the proper character. For example, the girl while she was like thinking or elucidating her mind with the light, so she could be the only one that has the light on her or above her.
Yeah, and the other characters would be like in darkness.
Exactly.
As a frozen, as a frozen.
Yeah.
maybe.
Great. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna move
Yeah,
to.
and related to for Shara was saying
Camera.
Yeah.
Passing things through the camera, then take it and put it the hat and that's good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we decide what we'll do at the beginning. At the beginning, we are going to turn the camera one by one. First, the girl or the mother when she asks her mother, what do we have for lunch today? And then the girl will talk. Then she will turn off her camera, and the father is holding a newspaper. So we are
Only the
going to use,
newspaper.
yeah, we are going to use turning on and turning off the camera and using it one by one. This is for the beginning. Through the
Good.
play.
Tree. Oh look, there's Nick. So he's come now. I can leave.
Okay.
Yeah,
rules are
and
different this year.
sorry, say that again.
Rules are different this year.
That's right, they are different. It's the international thing that's going to make it quite different. And you saw in the last play that we watched with students from Romania and Argentina and Spain and Palestine, you know, it's quite an amazing
Brilliant. Okay. Just mute, can you just mute yourselves if you're making a lot of noise? Okay, I'm just going to mute you for a sec. Right, could you just, is there anyone who would like to share a nice idea that they had for this? Anyone got an idea that they'd like to share with everyone else for that play? How you could convert that play to lockdown theatre? Who's got an idea they'd like to share?
Lucan, would you like to say what we are thinking about?
Okay, we discussed the play and we suggest different strategies or ideas about the play to convert it into lockdown theater. First, we are going to start the play with the turning off and turning on the camera one by one. The characters, divide the characters and turning on and turning off the camera one by one. Regarding the tools they use, like the rope, the clothes, the hat, they can pass it through camera and someone can help the girl to use it and to put it on her mouth, on her hands. At the end, we suggest that we can, instead of one girl, talk about the equality between girls and boys and the girls' rights. We can give different lines for each student to tell others or to convey the message of the play. Yes, and we suggest also to add different pieces of music to the play to make it more attractive and touch the emotions.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. And that's that's great, Lausanne. And a really important point actually that you raised there. I mean, and something to say to everyone, the text is not set in stone. So you can change the text a little bit. You can modify it. You can change the names. You can change the lines as well. You could cut out a bit of the play and you could add a bit as well. It just needs to be basically the same idea for the play, but you can change some things in the play if you want to.
Nick?
Yes.
Can I just say, I think Clara in Mexico City wanted to say something
Brilliant.
as well.
Clara, go for it. Where are you, Clara?
Thank you, thank you. Well, we were working with Focia and the other girls, and we were saying that maybe the visual effects with when the girl is like thinking, like raising her wheel, so the camera of her would be the only one that has the light above her, while also the other girl that is like pamper her or like comforting her with the hands like near the camera, and the other girl like doing something like this so that they can interact with the message.
Brilliant. Brilliant, yeah. So that's interesting because you mentioned light, and that's a very powerful thing in remote theatre, that we can have lots of light or we can have, you know, darkness, and that can be very powerful as well, to have darkness. And maybe using candles or using a spotlight can be very powerful too. That's not, but you know, it's interesting. What's it like if it's dark as well? That can be very interesting to have darkness there. And we've got the option of having shadows. Oh, that kind of thing, yeah. So, and candles can be very powerful in remote theatre as well. Okay, brilliant. Would you like to see, we've got the Hands Up project is in partnership with some teachers in Vietnam. Would you like to see a little bit of a lockdown theatre version of that play made by some English teachers in Vietnam? Would you like to? Great. Okay, I'm going to share it with you then now. I'm going to share it with you now. Has it gone? Okay. So here we go. This is Nobody Can Destroy Your Dreams, performed by English teachers in Vietnam.
With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy, clap along.
Mom, what are you cooking? What's for our lunch today? Okay. Dad, what's the news in your daily newspaper? Okay. Sean, what are you doing? Okay. Oh yeah, our teacher told us some very happy news today.
A very happy news.
Yes. There is school trips next week. We will visit the sea, the museum, the restaurants, and many other interesting places.
Who told you that you will go with them?
But Dad.
No.
Mom.
Oh.
I'm just going to skip forward a little bit.
No. Everything is not in this house. But it's my right to.
A very bad father. You girls are half of this society. So please forgive me, my daughter. Forgive me.
My lovely daughter, I also suffer a lot when I was a girl like you, but I wasn't as strong as you. You are my heroine. Yeah, I love you so much. Forgive me, my daughter. Okay, you deserve to wear this graduation hat.
Oh, my dear.
Okay, I'm just going to pause it there.
Girl, I stay for health, Christ, and duties. We are equal, and hand in hand, we can build our community.
Okay, just one point I want to make about that, which I think is really, really interesting, is how powerful it can be when everyone is doing the same thing on screen. So when you've got the woman symbol in the background and everyone's going like that, it looks so powerful. It's very powerful. So that's a very nice lockdown theatre technique that we can use. Okay, the same background, yeah. Any other things that you'd like to comment on? Anybody got anything they'd like to say about that? One other thing I noticed is it's a little bit slow. It's not really a criticism of it so much because they didn't have much time to prepare it, but it's a little bit slow. I think if there's a pause in remote theatre, it's not so great for the audience. It's important to speak slowly and clearly, but on the other hand, we don't want to have long gaps where people are waiting for something to happen. It's much better to have it, keep it fast and snappy. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Right, well, we're coming to the end of the session. Anybody got any questions that they'd like to ask about the competition or about how you're going to find a partner or anything?
Nick, yeah, I have a question about the partner. How I'm going to notice who is going to be my partner or who I'm going to work with.
Okay, so this is really up to you to find a partner, and we've set that up on Facebook. We've set up the group on Facebook where you can find a partner. So I would suggest that you get hold of the book, first of all. I think we've put the place where you can download the book in.
Yeah, I have it.
You've got the book. Brilliant.
Yeah, we are going to buy it through the next week.
Okay, great. So once you've got the book, start thinking about a play that you'd like to do. And then, you know, join the Facebook group, this Facebook group here. This one here, yeah, Lockdown Theatre Link-Up Group. I think that Raja will be sending out invites for people to join this group. This is a place where you can post. You might say, I'm a teacher from Ecuador. I'd like to work with a teacher in Palestine. Is there anyone who would like to work with me to do a play? And maybe you already choose a play that you'd like to work with.
Okay,
yeah?
Thank you.
So you'll be able to message anyone who's in that group, and anyone will be able to message you. So, you know, we've got teachers in Palestine who are looking for a partner in another country, and we've got teachers in other countries who are looking for a partner in Palestine. So hopefully you'll be able to find someone. Also, a teacher can do as many plays as they like. So one teacher could do 5, 6, as many plays as you want to, but each student can only act in one play. And that's because we want to involve as many students as possible from you know, we don't want just the best student to be acting in a play. We want to get as many students as possible involved. Claudio, what did you want to say?
Yeah, I was wondering, for example, because I have a group, for instance, of more or less 15 students. So I was precisely wondering if I could have like teams of 5 that I think it's the minimum, but performing different places, place.
Yeah, so there must be only 2 or 3 students from each country in each play. Right? Because there's a maximum of 5. So you could have, yeah, you could have different groups. If you've got 15 students, you could have, you could potentially have 5 plays there, 5 or even more plays, 5 or 6 plays.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Fauzia, can we work with students that their first language is English? No, it's only for learners of English. So this isn't open to students who are native speakers of English. It's only for people who are learning English. And I will just say, this isn't a test of your English. It's not a test of English. You could win the play, win the competition, and not have a very high level of English. We're only looking at the plays in terms of, you need to be clear when you're speaking. We need to be able to understand what the students are saying, and they need to act well, but they don't necessarily have to have a very high level of English in order to participate in the play. Yeah, so, okay, great, fantastic. So any other questions? Anything I've forgotten to say, Sarah, Raja? I will just say that finally that the real experts in this are teachers in Palestine, because they've been doing it for a long time. They've been doing lockdown theatre way before COVID. They've been doing remote theatre. So they really know what they're doing. So please feel free to pick people's brains and ask them as many questions as you want to. And, you know, it's a learning experience for everyone, for the students, but also for the teachers. We can learn a lot about language and also a lot about remote theatre from doing this activity. So fantastic. Great.
Nick,
Yeah, Sarah.
can you just remind everybody about the top tips? And could you also maybe just say something more about the sessions that are going to be run? For instance, the session that Tere is going to run.
Okay.
Just remind people about it.
Why don't you do it?
Because I don't know what's happening.
Top tip.
Oh, the top tips. I can remind you about the top tips.
Yeah.
So everybody, this is a really good idea to watch this on our Facebook page. Nick's been doing short sessions almost every day, and they're just kind of 15-20-minute sessions, and each of them are talking about specific areas of lockdown remote theatre. So if you think, oh, I don't know where to start, go to the top tips and watch them, because the top tips will talk about things like, you know, faces, lighting, how to turn the cameras on and off, and they're short and they're really useful. You can watch them anytime. So that's my bit, Nick, top tips.
Okay, brilliant. Now, with regard to your other point, Sarah, I think it might be nice if we had a space where people, once they've got a partner, they can come to this space. I'll open some breakout rooms and they can work with their partner, and even they can bring their students to that if they want to. I'm not sure when that will be yet. I'll need to make sure it's a time that suits everyone. But we're also planning to have some sessions which Terry is going to organize as well. Do you want to just talk about those sessions, Terry?
Yes. Hello. Next Saturday, I think I will be delivering one. The first, there will be 3 webinars, so 3 sessions. Two of them will be more about teaching or sharing my experience or techniques and something like that. And the last one will be a workshop where the teachers will have to work on some plays and some remote theater activities. Well, you are all invited. They are free, and we will have some Palestinian teachers too in the webinars. I think Nick will be in some of them, or not all of them. I will put it in on Facebook, because I didn't advertise them, or I think I will post the plug on Facebook, so you will see the time, the link, and everything, how to enroll to them.
That's brilliant. Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Terry. And Amanpreet, is that how you say your name? Amanpreet?
Very right. Right.
Amanpreet. What did you want to say, Amanpreet?
Yeah, Nick, I just want to ask, as I'm working as a teacher, but my daughter, she's a storyteller, a regular storyteller on, I think you also know, World Storytelling Cafe, right? And I want her to participate. Can I be her teacher? Will that go?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
She can participate in that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
So there's just one teacher from each place and 2 or 3 students. So you need another teacher, another student from India.
I'm just finding it out. Actually, yesterday I had word with Fazia from Gaza, right? And she had a play. She has chosen a play. She has student, and I had only my daughter, and I'm searching for the children. Let's see, hopefully, because exams are going on. So
Yeah.
let's see if one student will agree. So I'll take 2 students from India.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, you've got lots and lots of time. It's not until the end of December. And I would say the best way of working on this is not intensively. Work on it in the beginning, find your play, find your students, and start working on it gradually, maybe once a week, have a session, link up, start discussing ideas, and then only at the end, start doing it more intensively. I think that's probably the best way of doing it. Okay, great. Brilliant. So, fantastic. Anything else? Any more questions? Have we covered everything? Sarah, Raja?
Yeah, I think we've covered everything for the moment.
Okay, fantastic.
Very exciting, everybody.
Please join the group. Please join the group when on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you'll have to join Facebook because it's such a good way of connecting with teachers in Palestine, because it's the main way that teachers communicate with each other in Palestine. So and of course, obviously, you can exchange WhatsApp numbers or whatever with your teacher later, but Facebook will be a good starting point for making the connections. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. Really looking forward to seeing what you come up with. And we'll see you online soon. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, blessings.
Bye, bye.